Hello, this is Brian. Today is Monday, March 10th, 2025, and I'm here in Cuyamaca Rancho State Park for a short after-work jaunt, kind of a wind down for me after a long day of work. I'm parked here at the little Hoppishaw pull-off. You'll see a sign when you're coming up Highway 79. It says Hoppishaw. It's past the Sweetwater Trailhead where you have to pay. The Sweetwater Trailhead is a much larger pull-out with a restroom and everything. So I went to the next one, which is Hoppishaw, which is a little ways north on the highway. So I'm just doing a short after-work jaunt. Just want to see what I could find over here. I've never been down this way before, and I'm trying to see what kind of interesting stuff can be found. Very beautiful here. I'm kind of going through this small meadow space. We are just about 4,000 feet in elevation. So we're going down into this nice little valley. I'm hoping this trail goes on the other side so I can take a look at some of the trees over there. It's very nice looking over here. So let's see. Yeah, definitely. You probably noticed, if you follow my channel, that I have not been haven't been going out consistently week after week. I've been going out, taking a week off, going out, taking a week off. I got 3 days off this week, so I'm doing an after-work activity today because tomorrow, my first of 3 days off, it's supposed to rain, so I'm probably going to stay home and stay dry. And then Wednesday, my normal hiking day, should be between storms, and on Thursday a much more potent storm is supposed to come to our area. So this area might be by sometime Thursday, middle of the day Thursday, this area should be getting snow, maybe even slightly lower than this. So we're in this beautiful valley right here. Absolutely stunning down here. Yeah, this is Cuyamaca Rancho State Park. Just north, again, north of the Sweetwater Trailhead, and just north of Green Valley Campground and Day Use area. Wow. Some interesting. There's a little bit of water trickling down there. We've started getting some more rain this month. February, the end of January, we finally got our first measurable rainfall. The end of January. February was pretty dry, but we did get a couple of smaller, milder storms, and now we had a couple of them this month, and we got a few more coming up. We got one tomorrow, one on Thursday, and potentially more in the following week. So yes, what I'm hoping to do is to get to that side of the valley. There's some pretty large trees in there. Some look like some pretty decent sized Jeffrey pines. Yeah, in San Diego County, Jeffrey pine seems to go pretty low in elevation in comparison, in contrast to the other parts of Southern California, because they're generally a tree you find more above 6,000 feet. But here in San Diego County, you'll find them down to close to 3,000 feet in some spots. Yeah, right across this little canyon here. I'm just following this very, very faint track here. Very faint track. I don't know if this is going to get me across the gorge or not. Kind of hoping it is. I'd love to get some close-up footage of those trees. Those are definitely Jeffrey pines. I don't think any of those are coulters. And I definitely don't think they're ponderosas. Ponderosas are found here, especially between Cuyamaca and Middle Peaks. What we got here? Western chokecherry. Western chokecherry growing along here. This isn't really much of a trail anymore. Looks like we got snowberry growing here too. This isn't really much of a trail. Let's see. I want to see if I can get up towards those trees. Kind of hoping to. It looks like we got a royal willow growing here. Yeah. I think we got California rose growing in here too. I see some of these bushes with prickles on them. Yeah, those look like roses. I don't even know if this is really a trail. It's not maintained, that's for darn sure. Yeah, some beautiful Jeffrey pines on this side. I guess I'll just follow this for a short while and see if I can find anything else. I'm gonna go ahead and shut down the clip and just kind of watch my step over here. At least there's some water flowing in the creek. Looks like the trail kind of disappeared. Yeah, that's a shame. So I just took this right from the trailhead area. I'm trying to see if there's going to be an easy way to cross, but it looks like it cuts down pretty decently underneath. Looks like it's more of a game trail than anything. I'm trying to stick to it. Yeah. One lone pine on that little knoll. Yeah. Yeah, some of those trees have some pretty girthy trunks on them. Kind of want to get over there and check them out, but yeah, it looks like it'd be a really insane bushwhack to get through these royal willow thickets. Let me see. Very peaceful out here, I'll tell you that right now. Oh, there's a blue elder right here, right next to this telephone pole. Yeah. Yeah, some of these trees that survived the 2003 cedar fire. And you can see a lot of the oak woodland and chaparrals pretty well recovered now after all that time. Very peaceful here. Just a nice quiet little spot. You can come. I'm pretty sure it doesn't get very crowded over here. Here's that trail, a little very narrow little pathway. Just wanted to see if there was a way to slide over. Don't know how likely that's going to be. Ooh, deer grass. It's a native. Right here. Muhlenbergia regans. There's some deer grass here. A lot of this stuff is non-native mustards and weedy grasses. There's a pretty nice little valley here. Yeah. Still a lot of standing snags after all that time. After more than 20 years, still a lot of old standing tree snags. That's crazy. There's still quite a few near Middle Peak as well. Still quite a few ancient pine and cedar snags. Yeah, we're almost at the Sweetwater Trailhead, which is just over there. Looks like this leads all the way over there. I'm trying to see if I can see Cuyamaca Peak from here, but I think it's hidden beyond the folds and ridges. Yeah, this is definitely a very much a treasure trove of a park. I think what I'll do is when I walk back, I'll probably walk back along the highway. But yeah, it's very much a treasure. I'm glad this area is protected as a state park instead of being left to being developed and stuff like that. Yeah, lots of coast live oaks here too. Southern coast live oak, Quercus agrifolia variety Oxydania type, which is abundant here in Cuyamaca. Very well represented in this area. All these broadleaf trees, they're all of them are southern coast live oaks. Live oaks meaning they stay evergreen all year. The leaves stay on the trees year round. Or the trees have leaves year round. Fully leafed, that's what evergreen means. Now the leaves will shed after a long time, but the tree will have already replaced those old leaves with new leaves by then. Look at this old, ancient blue elder thicket. This is an oldie. Oh yeah, this one burnt during the cedar fire but resprouted. I can see a humongous old trunk in there. That's amazing. Let's take a closer look at this. Yeah, Sambucus. So let's go into the scientific name of this plant because it has changed a lot. You got Sambucus mexicana, Sambucus caerulea, Sambucus nigra subspecies caerulea. Yeah, all I know is that this is an old elder. These don't normally get to be large in the sense of really tall trees, usually large shrubs to small trees, but these things can live for quite a while and they can form these really impressive bases on them. So this is a very impressive specimen right here of blue elderberry. Very impressive. And like I said, that's pretty much all these trees are all, ooh, southern coast live oaks. Just saw a California scrub jay. Just, ooh, a few of them landing in the trees. Oh, here we go. We got a bunch of them just flapping around. Oh, there are a gang of them. There's just a gang of them over here. I'm trying to see if I can get some sights. Love those things. Yeah, the birding here in Cuyamaca is absolutely phenomenal. Of course, you get all the big raptors like hawks, falcons, eagles. I think bald eagles and maybe golden eagles have been known from Cuyamaca Rancho. You get Steller's jays, western scrub jays. I've seen wild turkeys, which are not native, and even seen western bluebirds here too. I've seen that over at Paso Picacho, a few miles up the road. You see, I'm just about at the trailhead. Yeah, I had a lot of western scrub jays coming through here. Let's see if this is penetrable over here. Let me take a look. There we go. Making sure I don't step in any poison oak. I'm sure that'd be found around here. So I wonder if this is part of Descanso Creek. Wow, this is awe-inspiring. Look at these beautiful old oaks that were sculpted by the fire. Just also watch out, I don't get scraped on these rose bushes. Yeah, these are all California roses here, so you might get scraped up a little bit. Yeah, I could feel them scraping on my pants a little bit. So there's a little water in this creek. Not much, but a little something. I feel like really getting wet, so I'm not really going to cross this. Look at that. How fantastically beautiful is it over here? What a beautiful place. Yeah, look at those beautiful coast live oaks right there. Look at this one. This has got a nice wide old trunk on it. Kind of tall and narrow. Definitely looks like it's struggling right now. Wow, yeah, this is very, very intoxicating over here. It's a beautiful place to be. So I guess I'll finish hiking over to the other trailhead, the Sweetwater trailhead, and maybe hoof it along 79 to get back. Yeah. Beautiful place this is. Definitely have to recommend checking out these little spots too. There's a nice young oak right there. All right. Go ahead and finish walking my way over to the Sweetwater staging area. Just got to crossing the creek now. The creek goes underneath here. Wow. Pretty neat. Let's see if I can get across. I have to hoof it along the highway. Alright, I guess I found a trail over here. Let's see where this goes. Let's see. See how far this goes. Like an old kiosk fell over. Wood rotted away or something. There's a small trail here. Okay. Let's go take this for a short distance and see. There you go, beautiful coast live oak. And of course, Jeffrey Pine. Let's take this for a short distance and see how far I feel like going. Wow. There we go. Western chokecherry starting to show up. Okay. Oh, it's muddy over here. Wow, yeah, this is really pretty. Small black oaks. Quercus kelloggi. Yeah, it just snowed here probably just a few days ago. Snow levels must have come down quite a bit. Ooh, it's very muddy over here. All right. Yeah, it's very muddy over here. It's going to get a lot muddier the next few days, especially with the rain and snow coming. Oh, Utah serviceberry growing along here. Sweet. You ain't going to see much because it's dormant, but it's here. Utah serviceberry grows here. A lot of chokecherry. Okay. California barberry here too. I've seen it a few times here in Cuyamaca Rancho State Park. Yeah, this is Berberis aquifolium variety dictyota. Yeah, I've seen this in a few spots. Seen it along Middle Peak Fire Road. I've seen it along Milk Ranch Road, which links up to that. And that's where I did my spotlight video on this plant back in 2023. Yeah, so we got that here too. Really cool. And lots of Western chokecherry. And I mean lots of it growing along here. Listen to the crazy Western scrub jays. They are just going nuts in the woods. Very beautiful here. Yep, here we go. More California barberry. Yeah, I wonder what trail this is. I don't even know the name of this trail. Yeah, there's a lot of barberry around here actually. It's all over the side of the trail here. This is the most numerous spot I've seen it so far. Yeah, that's all over the place here. There's some young Jeffrey pines here too. Very young. I wonder if this will take me over to where those bigger trees were. So the way I came, I really don't recommend it because, I mean, it looked like it was it started off as a trail, but then it ended up really fizzling out. So I really can't recommend it. So I'll have to say my bad for that. But it is a beautiful meadow. It's just probably not the best idea. There's a lot of California blackberry in here too. These vines with the reddish 3 leaflets. Yeah, it's Rubus ursinus. In winter time, fall and winter time, the leaves turn reddish on them, adding a little fall and winter color before new leaves come in the spring. You know, it's not poison oak. Looks similar to it, but that plant has prickles on it. Poison oak does not. Okay. And we got point leaf manzanita blooming over here. Cool. Now their flowers are tiny. Yeah. That's really cool. All right. I'm going to go switch out my battery and I'll keep taking you along this trail for a little while more. Yeah, we also got skunk brush here too. Some Rus aromatica. poison oak's look-alike and cousin. And we got a lot of Symphoricarpus laevis, or Symphoricarpus albus variegatus. It's these, where are they? Well, you'll see them along the way. They're very thinly branched shrubs. Here we go. They have really tiny twigs. Yeah, this is it right here. Common snowberry mixed in with the rose thickets and everything. Yeah, it's very nice over here. Very nice. Okay. I can't even see Cuyamaca. Cuyamaca would be out this way. So let's see if this leads over by the trees. I'm hoping it does. Keeping my fingers crossed. Yep, starting to come up towards the Jeffrey pines. So I was kind of hoping to see. All right, very good. It's more of that snowberry right there. They're still leafless. Some of the other snowberries on the other side are already budding out really early. Yeah, second half of last month was very warm out here. All right, there we go. Some Jeffrey pines up ahead. Looks like this will lead up to some of the decent sized trees, I'm thinking. Yeah, it's so beautiful out here. Yeah. Yep. And we've got a lot of younger Jeffrey pines here too. I'm assuming these are planted because some of them have little cages around their bases. After the cedar fire, the state park had to replant a lot of the coniferous trees like the pines, the incense cedars, and the firs here in the mountains because the fire, I guess, burnt so hot that it didn't allow the natural regenerative resurgence of the forest. And a lot of these Jeffrey pines look very vigorous and healthy. I'm very glad to see that. Very beautiful here. Yeah, we're coming up on some Jeffrey pines right now, actually. Yeah, I love my pine trees. Coniferous trees. Conifers have always held a very special place in my heart. And they always will. Yeah, look at all these young ones. I can see a lot of cages, empty cages. You might see some of the little gray specks in the grass. Those are probably trees that probably fizzled. It didn't make it. Yeah, good old Jeffrey pines. I probably mentioned this on another video in the past, but I've always thought interesting about the show Bonanza. The show Bonanza is supposed to take place, or I think it was filmed on the east side of Lake Tahoe, just on the Nevada side, and the ranch is called the Ponderosa. The ranch is called the Ponderosa. Obviously named after the tree called the Ponderosa pine. However, that part of Lake Tahoe, most of Lake Tahoe, I don't think Ponderosa grows at Lake Tahoe. I think it's all Jeffrey pine. So I just thought that was interesting that was the case. Ponderosa. It should be the Jeffrey. Yeah, we got some nice survivor stalwarts here at the base of this ridge line. I can hear the wind whispering in too, and it's just giving off a really beautiful vibe. This is a nice trail. So I'm gonna have to take a few pictures around here. All right, now we're entering some old chaparral shrubs that, wow. Chaparral whitethorn. These are massive chaparral whitethorns. These things are gargantuan. Oh man. Yes, this is Ceanothus leucodermis. These are huge. Oh my gosh. Yeah, these things are big. Wow. Very big. And they're starting to get, looks like this, the first sign of the flower buds are starting to develop. First signs. Ooh, I got a beautiful birchleaf mountain mahogany right here too. Okay, Circocarpus betuloides, variety betuloides. Here, along this little trail here. I don't even know the name of this trail. So this is kind of a last minute decision to come here. Because one of my little quickie peak climbing plans kind of faltered on me, so I figured I'm out. I'm enjoying this afternoon. I know it's going to rain tomorrow. I'm going to stay dry tomorrow, and then hopefully come out on Wednesday between storms and get something else hiked. There's Cuyamaca over there. There's Cuyamaca Peak, right up there. And then there's Hopashaw Peak right next to it. Yeah, there's Cuyamaca. I've never seen it look like that before. I've never seen it from this angle. And from this, yeah, from this specific vantage point, it's very, very different looking. Really cool looking too. Yeah, I'm gonna start thinking of what my next Cuyamaca hike's gonna be. I've done it 3 different ways. Hopefully, I'll find a 4th way to get up there. Pretty sure I will. That's the crown of Cuyamaca Rancho State Park. That's the perch, the summit of the park, way up there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is such an interesting angle. That is such an interesting angle to see Cuyamaca. This is so stunningly gorgeous out here. Wonder if I already passed the Hopashaw trailhead. That's where I'm parked. Like I said, I started following what looked like a very narrow trail leading from the trailhead across the meadow to along the creek. But then the trail eventually disappeared. And I'm trying to stay on trail in this area. Yeah. Oh yeah! Yeah, I'm parked way over there. I can see my car from here. Right in the center. That's right where I'm parked. Yeah, I'm pretty far away from my car now. Probably gonna turn around soon I didn't bring any hiking supplies. I didn't take them out of the car with me because I figured I would just poke around and do some shorter filming in the area. But I just got really addicted to the scenery back here and just couldn't help but enjoy this beautiful scenery. Just really got kind of caught up in it, caught up in the whirlwind of the beauty of this park. Never been over here before. I've done quite a few hikes already here in Cuyamaca, but I try to go to different spots I've never visited before, or if my destination is a place I've visited, I try to approach it from a different direction so I can see more of this wonderful place. These young oaks too, they're just growing so beautifully here. Yeah, I'll probably hit my turnaround pretty soon. So I'm just going to follow this trail back to Sweetwater. I entered this trail from Sweetwater trailhead, even though I'm parked at the Hoppishaw. The Sweetwater, you have to pay. And I didn't have any cash on me, so I parked at the free one. Okay, we got some trails here. East Side Trail, let's see here. Okay, so I'm on the east side. I'm on the East Side Trail right now. This is the Owl Trail to Wakwapin Trail. That's an interesting name, Wakwapin. I've seen that name before. So I'm on the East Side Trail. That's the name of the trail I'm hiking right now. Now, before I can honestly say I'm going to turn around, I got to at least pass by here because it looks like we have some old oaks that I kind of need to kind of take a quick peek at over here. Trying to see if there's a big trunk in there. There's a little use trail going to it, so may as well go and see. Alright, I'm going to head over by that oak and see if I can get close to it. Alright, here it is. Ah! There's a decent sized trunk behind there. Actually, these trees got a little bit of height to them. Speaking of height, this birchleaf mountain mahogany's got some height too. It's a pretty tall one. But yeah, these oaks actually have some height to them. They got more height than girth, believe it or not. Usually, oaks, especially in woodlands, typically have more widely spaced, lower growing angular branches as opposed to really tall, narrow profiles like forest trees typically have. Yeah, they got a little bit of height to them. Alright, so here's the East Side Trail. Very, very cool. Very cool spot. Gotta get some pictures of this. Alright. Yeah, I've come out quite a ways. I'm definitely way past my car now. I'm over where the power lines kind of cross the trail from one side to the other. I'm gonna have to definitely either look for a trail that crosses or start heading back, or else this will end up being like a 4 or 5 mile hike. So I would prefer to have some water with me and stuff. It's nice and comfortable out, but Sometimes you get thirsty when you move about. There's very minimal elevation change, so this hike will definitely get the easiest rating. This hike that I'm taking here. Yeah, I can see the highway's way over there. I don't know if you can see the car driving. Yeah, it's quite a ways out there. Yeah, just look at all the old oaks. Yeah, some of them have definitely perished over the years, which is a shame. Still have a lot of oaks left, but there are a lot of them. They're in rough shape. Speaking of healthier ones, though, look at that one. That's a gorgeous southern coast live oak right there. That's a beauty right there. I bet you that one's got a major, huge base of trunks on it. That's probably got a massive trunk down there. And I've got a lot of younger ones here that are doing pretty well. This one's got a little age to it. Yeah, Cuyamaca Rancho's got some pretty huge oaks in some spots. There are spots where the coast live oaks are massive. Along, was it the east? I think it's the East Mesa Fire Road between the lower Descanso Creek Trail and the upper Descanso Creek Trail. When I did Oaks Anita Peak back in 2023, that stretch of the East Mesa Fire Road, there are a couple of massive southern coast live oaks. Huge specimens that were quite literally took my breath away. This is gorgeous out here. The East Side Trail. This is a trail I've heard about and read about, but I never actually hiked it before. I don't think I've even crossed it on any other trails. Yeah, you could tell weather pattern's changing as we got these cirrus uncinus clouds. These are the wispy high clouds that sometimes are called mare's tails because they look like horses' tails in the breeze. A lot of times when you see lots of these, it's not all the time, but a lot of times you know there's going to be a change in the weather pattern. The high pressure is breaking down. That kept us sunny and warm for the last couple of days, and is going to be replaced by cooler low pressure. And these are the four signs of such a weather pattern change coming our way. So these are called cirrus uncinus clouds, aka mare's tails, and they're very high level clouds. They're formed of ice crystals way up, probably over 20,000 feet in elevation above us, sometimes much higher. Yeah, look at this little floodplain down here. This is really cool. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, so these are called cirrus uncinus clouds. And then I could see what looks like cirrostratus clouds, which are related. They're high-level clouds that have a layered shape to them. So those are called cirrostratus. Cirro for the cirrus wispy clouds, and stratus for the layers. And they're also a high-level cloud. So yes, I've studied amateur meteorology a little bit, so I do know the names of quite a few of the clouds and phenomena that occur. I do have some knowledge in that because years ago I had weather-related books and read them, and so I've had a lot of interests over my nearly 43 years of life. So I'm just a person who likes to soak up and learn things. Oh, look at that. There's a nice coast live oak right there. Man, that's got a nice base to it. Beautiful. So I wonder if there's a trail that cuts across here. Because I see a sign for something over there, like a trailhead sign or something. I wonder if that's what that is. Because if I could find a trail to cut across this or something, I'll do it, and I'll just hoof it along Highway 79 and make a loop out of this. But yeah, I've had a lot of interests growing up. When I was really young, cars, then jets and airplanes. I was really into those. Then reptiles and amphibians. Reptiles and amphibians. I was big on those. And I've seen a resurgence of that interest over the last several years as well. And then after reptiles and amphibians, then I started paying attention to plants, especially trees and shrubs. And that was around the age of 11 or so. And then I just got really into trees and shrubs, learned a lot about them. And of course I know a lot more than I did back then, because I've really taken it even more seriously. Speaking of trees and shrubs, we got some hoary coffeeberry right here. Frangula californica subspecies tomentella. And we're starting to get some California black oaks popping up. So we got some black oak action over here. Some Quercus kelloggi. Got a few of these now popping in. Wow, yeah, this is such an enchanted area. Love it. Yeah, there's a big coffeeberry right there on the other side of the pole right up there. That's a big coffeeberry. So now we're getting some California black oaks mixing in with these coast live oaks. And that could have implications because coast live oaks are close relatives of the black oaks. They don't look like it. They look very different. One species is completely winter leafless or deciduous, the black oak, and the coast live oak stays green year round. The black oak's leaves are lobed, and the coast live oak's leaves are round. But they are both pretty closely related. They're red oaks. And the section lobati, aka erythrobalanus. These are closely related species. They are red oaks. And with that in mind, oaks of the same lineage love to cross with each other. So we could potentially have gander oaks growing around here. I think that could be a possibility. I think it's gander oak or chase oak. I think one Quercus agrifolia variety oxyadania, which is the variant here of the coast live oak, with California black oak, I think makes gander oak, I think. And then the other variant, Quercus agrifolia variety agrifolia, I'm not sure if that makes chase oak or if I got that all twisted up in my mind. Not too sure. But I'm pretty sure it's gander oak. And I've seen gander oak at Palomar Mountain State Park in a couple of spots. So there's no way that it'd be impossible to find it here. I hope to find it too, so I could do a spotlight video on it and get some video footage of it. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna turn around. I just can't help but keep wandering because this trail is just breathtaking. It's just a nice saunter in the woods. Yeah, I still wonder if that's Descanso Creek down there. Unless this is the headwaters of the... Oh, this might actually be the headwaters of the Sweetwater River, I think is what this is, actually. I think Descanso Creek goes a different direction. This might actually be the headwaters of the Sweetwater River. I think it's actually what this is. It's more like a little bubbly brook than a big river here, but once you go down the mountain, it turns into more of a river. Yeah. Yeah. This is so peaceful here. Yeah, I still have not turned around. It's going to be hard for me to pinpoint exactly where I turned around to get the mileage on this, but I think some of the other clips where I was cutting across the meadow when the trail disappeared, I think I'm gonna not put those on the video because, like I said, it started off as a trail, but then it disappeared, and I tried to advocate staying on the trail where it should be, where it should occur. So it was kind of, I guess I lost whatever trail was there. But it started off as a trail right from the Sweetwater, not the Sweetwater, the Hoppishaw trailhead. Okay. Yeah, look at this. Stately, smaller, more humble-sized oak, but very stately nevertheless. Okay. I'm going to go for just a little bit more. Look at this. Beautiful here. This is absolutely insane. Gorgeous here. Look at this. This calls for some photos. All right, look at this beautiful meadow, backed by this boulder-studded ridge. With chaparral and coast live oaks. Wow. All right, this is what I wanted to show you. Incredible view here. Look at the view of Stonewall Peak. What a view! I've never seen it from this angle before. That's Stonewall Peak right there. Right across Highway 79 from Paso Picacho Campground. That is a really gorgeous view of Stonewall Peak. That's why I wanted to come out here to this open spot so I can show you how insanely beautiful Stonewall Peak looks. It looks so different from all its different angles, and it's just such a cool peak. I have had the pleasure and honor of hiking to the top of that once before, back in 2023. And it was a pretty easy hike. At least for me, it was a pretty easy hike. I made a loop out of it. I tried to get to Little Stonewall Peak behind it, but the chaparral and brush was just way too intense and had to abort the Little Stonewall Peak hike. But yeah, Stonewall itself is a pretty easy hike. Even beginners, there are a couple of steep spots and a couple spots where you kind of have to watch it because there's some rocks in the trail, but it's a pretty mellow hike. And I'm not in the best of shape, and I had a really easy time with it, and it's a great hike. It is a very highly recommended hike. The views up there are just ridiculous. You'll love it. You'll love it. It's a pretty popular hike. I did it in the middle of the week, and I still passed by some people. During the weekend, I can imagine it's pretty crowded. But if you had the luck of having weekdays off or having time off during the week, I highly recommend Stonewall Peak without all the crowds. I guarantee you, it's worth it. I can guarantee you. And you get a really cool view of Cuyamaca Peak right across the valley. You get a really cool view of Cuyamaca Peak. It just looms right across the valley from it. Yeah. All right. I think I'm ready to turn around. Maybe I'll just get to the small tree line here and turn around. Yeah, probably should. All right. This will be my turnaround point. Right here. All right. Better start heading back before I get caught in the dark. I don't have any, like I said, I don't have any hiking equipment with me. just my camera, some batteries for my camera, and that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and start hoofing it back. Great area. Hey, East Side Trail is pretty cool. Ooh, look at across this little gulch. Look at that boulder, the craggy boulders. Look at the craggy boulders and oaks underneath. Well, underneath and above it. That's crazy. I like that. Beautiful meadow here. But the sun's getting very low, so I probably should start heading back. Like I said, I don't have any headlamps or anything with me, so I kind of need to start maneuvering my way back. All right. Probably won't be that much more filming either. All right. Just found out something interesting. I didn't realize it. But this is where I've been coming back, heading back the way I came. This East Side Trail leads to the Cold Stream Trail. The Cold Stream Trail picks up about a mile from here, which is pretty cool. Cold Stream Trail must be a pretty long trail because there's a Cold Stream Trail not that far from Paso Picacho Campground, and that's off that way a ways. Pretty interesting. So yeah, just trying to make some time getting through this. If there was a payment machine, I would have, where you could slip in your card, like at some of the spots like at Green Valley you can do that. If there were one of those at the Sweetwater Trailhead, I don't remember seeing one there. I would have considered doing that, so I could have just parked there, and my car would be waiting for me there. I'm still gonna have to hoof it along 79 for a little while. It's a good thing I'm wearing thank goodness, wearing a white t-shirt, so at least I'll be visible. Yeah, I kind of think I went a little too far. Sure enjoyed it though, but for the last bit, I've just been booking it, walking really fast, so I don't get caught out here in the dark. The sun's already setting behind the ridge line, so I'm just trying to book it as fast as I can. I have just a little over half a mile back to the Sweetwater Trailhead, and then what I'll have to do is just hoof it along 79. I can see where I'm parked. I can still see where I'm parked up over there. So I'll have to walk along 79, but visibility should be a little bit better along there. Plus I'll have headlights of cars to guide me. Yeah, I didn't plan on going out as far as I did. I guess I just couldn't help it. I was really enamored with this trail, so I kind of pushed it a little bit. And since there are a lot of high clouds, there's not going to be much alpenglow on the backside, on the backlit, or not the backlit, the area where the sun is shining. It's not going to be much of any alpenglow over there, unfortunately. So it'll probably get dark pretty quickly. Not panicking, just got to be real about it. I did kind of go a little far, but I'm really glad I saw what I saw, because this is incredible. Really incredible out here. Definitely worth hiking here. So we're going through the Jeffrey Pines again. Going for the beautiful Jeffrey Pines. Yeah, here we go again. So peaceful out here. It's all growing so closely together too. All right. Well, I'm gonna keep on trucking, and keep you posted with some brief updates. Just a quick update. There's that lone pine from earlier. Yeah, we got some mule deer out there. Yeah, right there in the center, right next to that power pole. Those two dots right there are two mule deer. Southern mule deer right there. You can kind of see them. It's those two specks right there. Otocoileus hemionus fuliginatus. That's our regional subspecies. Once you get into Orange and LA counties, it becomes a California mule deer. I think that's subspecies californicus. But yeah, got some mule deer, just two of them, just probably looking at me walking and talking. But yeah, I can see the restroom already, so I should be back at the trailhead pretty soon. I can see it from here, so I made really quick work getting over here. Like I said, I walked with a sense of urgency. I didn't want to be out here in the dark. Not gonna be very good visibility. Here we go. There are the deer right there. There are those two again. Over there. What the heck is wrong with that peach or pink colored biped holding that thing in his hand? Yep. Yeah, so yeah, making a nice small hike out of this today. Put in a little bit of mileage, just a little bit, not a ridiculous amount. There we are again. There they are. Right in the gap of the trees, or the shrubs. Kind of see them. They're staring me down. They're probably wondering if I'm going to pursue them or bug them or something, which I'm not going to do. I love wildlife. I don't like to harass wildlife. All right. I should be back at the trailhead very soon. There's a beautiful old oak right here. This one's definitely put in some time. Beautiful Quercus agrifolia radioxydania. Yeah. Even though I'm hiking more with a sense of purpose and urgency to get back, not to say that I'm not enjoying the scenery coming back. I really am. This is just a great vibe and a great feeling out here in the oak woodlands at the base of these boulder and chaparral studded ridge lines. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the Sweetwater River. Pretty much the upper terminus of it should be near this area, I believe. So we are near the headwaters. So there should be the Sweetwater, and it heads through the Green Valley Campground. A really cool spot in the picnic grounds of the day use area. I think it's the Arroyo Seco day use area, if I remember correctly, where there's some decent older coast live oaks, and then you hike along an old use trail from the picnic area towards the river, and it's absolutely stunning. There's a big line of white alders growing along there. Tall, older white alder trees that are stunningly beautiful. I do have a very short video of that as well, if you're interested in checking that out. All right. So keep making my way back. I will have to walk along the road for a while. But it's a good thing again, that I'm wearing white t-shirt so I can be seen walking along the narrow side of the road. All right, enough yapping. I'm just about back at the trailhead. You can see the bathroom through the woods here. What I need to do is just turn around and book it. Just hoof it along 79 for a while. All right. Here's the trail. Here's the Sweetwater trailhead. Again, you have to pay to park here. And I think you have to either scan a QR code, which I don't have an iPhone or smartphone or anything like that, or put cash in a little Iron Ranger. When I get over there, I'll take a look real quickly and see. Yeah, see here is old school, the old school Iron Ranger, where you pick up the envelope, put your cash in it, write your information on the stub, rip it out, and put it on your windshield. Unfortunately, I don't think this one has a mechanical pay area unless you want to use the QR code. Some of these have QR codes. Some of the parking lots here. I don't know if this one has it or not. I'm not sure. But yeah, I gotta go head along 79 for a while. Hoof it along the highway for a bit. All right. I'm gonna start heading that way now. All right, so I've left the Sweetwater area, hiking towards the Hopashaw trailhead. Thankfully, once we get over the bridge, much wider shoulder here for now, so I can at least stay several feet away from the road. All right. Probably see when I'm back at the car. I'm almost back already. Yeah, last picture. Pretty cool looking rocky outcrop right on the side of the road. Look at all these gorgeous coast live oaks. Yeah. Made it back pretty quickly. I pretty much hoofed it on the return trip. Wow. Just look at that. Peaceful colors. Yeah, it's not much alpenglow on the hills facing the sun because of the cloud cover where the sun is setting right now. But yeah, I'm just about back at my car. It's right up there. Look at that gorgeous Southern Coast live oak right there. That is a gorgeous tree. Pretty large base on it too. What a handsome tree. What a beauty. We've got another elder thicket over here. I'm gonna come up to it real quick, see how large the base is on this one. Here we are. This one must have had a much larger base years ago. You see a large old trunk in there. That's a pretty decent sized one too. That's a pretty nice sized one. Very beautiful. All right. Well, when I get over here, I'll kind of give you a quick little recap. Okay. So, here's where I'm parked. This is the Hopashaw trailhead. Ooh, a striped skunk. Ooh, a striped skunk. right there. Right there. Oh, cool. Yep, mephitis. That's the striped skunk. I'm not going to get too close so I don't get sprayed. Look at that. What a handsome, handsome skunk. Probably foraging. But yeah, this right here was what I saw as a trail leading over towards where the river is. But I guess it fizzled out going southbound. Look at that beautiful skunk right there. Almost oblivious to my presence. Probably knows I'm here, but look at that. Hello, buddy. Huh. Stupid me, I had the camera up too high. What a handsome skunk. But yeah, I went down this way. It started off as a pretty good trail. Then it kind of went this way, became narrow, and then kind of faded out all the way, about half the way towards Sweetwater. The Sweetwater trailhead. Which is a shame. So I can't really recommend. Maybe this, I don't know, maybe this goes this way too, I don't know. But it looked like when I went down by those trees, it went this way. So yeah, so basically what I did is this. I guess it's not highly recommended. I guess you go. I just went down that way towards the oak trees in the basin there. Then it went along this way, where the trail became very faint, almost like a game trail, and eventually it disappeared. And I went on the other side of this little knoll, and eventually just followed the river to the Sweetwater. I don't recommend that because it's not really a trail. If I would have known that before, I probably would have just stopped what I was doing. But it started out as a trail. Oh well. And then so I went that way to the Sweetwater trailhead, took the east side trail along those grove of trees by where those power poles are, out for a little ways, and just turned back from there. Back to there, and then just hoofed it along 79 the rest of the way back to my car. So this is going to do it for my video. Hope you enjoyed coming along with me. Another part of this beautiful state park here at Cuyamaca Rancho. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next hike.